he does look more masculine than me just because he is a little taller and he's actually got a little bit more build to him. I'm most of the time under 100 pounds soaked in wet. Like, my weight ranges from 98 to 100, and that's about as far as I go. Even if I was eating 3 times a day, I've struggled
What's
with...
Charles weigh?
I don't know off the top of my head, but I do know he is bigger than me. Honestly, he seems to have more of a healthy body mass compared to me, because I know me being this small is unhealthy for me. I can't even donate blood or anything if I were to try. You have to weigh at least 110 for that.
So, as I mentioned before, I may send you the link to the original YouTube video and to this video. I'm going to ask you to go on record here and to comment in the comments section. Did someone really send you over $2,000 that saw your initial video and just wanted to help you, your initial interview?
Someone was amazing enough to help out that much. And honestly, I think due to that, we actually have a chance. We have a chance.
And how did they send it? What method?
Cash App and Venmo. Cash App wouldn't let them send up to a certain amount, so they used Venmo for the rest of it, and then Venmo wouldn't let them send any more than that, so they went back to Cash App.
How did you feel about that when the money first came in?
I literally texted the person back and I said, are you serious? Because the second I saw that notification pop up on the top of my phone, originally it was just 1,000. And I saw the 1,000. And I looked at it and I'm like, I almost dropped my phone. I stood there in shock for a moment. Like, is this for real? Like, am I being pranked? Is someone messing with me? And I went over to my Cash App and 1,000's actually in there. And I ran over to my boyfriend and I'm like, babe, someone is seriously helping us. Like, we're gonna make it. He looked at me with tears in his eyes and goes, we're gonna be able to get out of here. And we're just honestly so happy that we have a chance. There's only like 2 things left that we need to really work on, which is the fact that the car's squeaking, which we're not sure what that's from just yet, which could be more of a concern. Oh, and I just realized, and the antifreeze. Antifreeze is leaking, the side mirror on that side is cracked, and then the squeak. Other than that, we got the window fixed, we're working on the control arm, we have the part placed, we're just waiting on them to do the labor on it. And then we're getting the alignment done. We already put in for that, so we're gonna be moving. We're gonna. Well,
that's certainly. I'm beside myself that someone sent you that money. I'm very happy for you. I think I told you originally, as I tell these homeless people that I interview, if you'd like to give your phone number in case someone wants to help you or reach out to you, you can give your phone number. And this is the first time I've heard testimony that someone actually sent you some money. That's very uplifting to me. I'm so glad that happened to you.
That's awesome.
Anything you could comment in excuse me?
I can't believe that you've never actually got to hear back from someone who was
I've
actually
never
able to get help.
Yeah.
I honestly, I wasn't expecting it, and I asked the person why they did this. They were like, I know how it is to be struggling and to have hard times hit you and stuff. And they're like, I just wanted to, help. And I still can't believe that somebody out there thinks, just tossing us $1,000 or $2,000 is just helping. But, oh my God, it changed our lives. I was hesitant to give you my phone number the first time because I was like, okay, I'm doing this interview. I'm a little nervous, but, it could help me. And when you said it in the beginning, you were like, yeah, you can leave your number and, some people might help you. And I was like, oh, okay. Not really thinking much of it, not expecting anything, because every time I've gone to help someone, I've never expected anything back. We try to help people as often as we can. Even if, a customer's a couple pennies short and, we have a little bit of change in our pocket. We're tossing it in there and telling them, have a wonderful day. do what we can for the community around us, and I'm just so glad that someone out there is supporting us.
Someone commented it was either on your video or the young lady I interviewed who also works at Dollar General. Someone commented, I think they said it was messed up or bad, or are they very much disapproved of me talking about you, or maybe it was her, giving your location where you sleep at night and your name. They said that could put you in danger. And I thought, you know what? I'd feel terrible if anything bad happened to anyone that I interviewed. That's not why I do this. It made me think maybe I should be more careful. So I just wanted to get that out there and let you know that I guess that's, as much as I'd like to be able to continue to interview you, I'm very happy you're going to be able to leave. And one of the reasons I'm happy you're going to be able to leave is because that risk will have been alleviated, that you have any negative repercussions from any interaction with me or the interviews or anything.
Honestly, I don't think that there could be a negative impact for that, at least not in this parking lot area. Right next to Panda Express, there is usually at least one cop parked every so often. At least once a night, you'll see 2 cops pull up and have their little cop meetup, and that happens in our parking lot regularly. I mean, we have more issues, honestly, from this apartment complex behind us than we get in the parking lot. I mean, yeah, in the parking lot, occasionally we'll have a stranger walk up to our car and, kind of grumble at us, or we'll have other homeless people, just kind of say things randomly to us. But other than that, we never really get bothered. We do put blankets over the windows at night, kind of like tucked up, just so that we have enough room for the airflow to go through the window, but to where, people can't go up and look in. Because we have had issues with people sticking their hands in our vehicle before. We have, had things like that happen. But
what do they do with their hands once their hands are in the vehicle?
They don't realize that there's someone in there, I guess.
Are they trying to steal something or get the door open or something, maybe?
Who knows what people are thinking? I mean, we had someone try to steal from our store the other day, and oh my god, it was so stupid. Sometimes you just wonder, what's going on in someone's head when they're doing things like that. Who just thinks, I'm gonna walk up into this random vehicle that I, don't know, and I'm just gonna reach my hand in. That could get you seriously injured. Someone did that to one of the other homeless guys in the parking lot, and he was in there, and he looked at him and was like, "What are you doing?" And the person jumped back 3 feet, not realizing that there was someone in there. I know for a fact that we get ducked. It's
you get what?
Ducked. It's a Jeep thing. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's where people will take a little rubber ducky. It can be any rubber ducky. There's a woman who comes into our parking lot regularly, and her Jeep is covered in ducks, all up on her dashboard and everything. And we've noticed that she's been ducking us, and it makes our day. It seems so random. How could a little rubber duck just getting placed on your car, whether it's on the handle, on the back, on the front, how could that make someone's day? It's the fact that someone was nice enough to do something nice and not mean.
Okay, so Matthew, I'm going to bring the interview now. To those who are still watching, thank you very much for holding out this long. But the thing that I think is going to be on a lot of people's minds as they've heard you, Matthew, a biological female who is identifying as a male, and a gay male who likes other males, and whose partner is also a biological female who identifies as another gay male, what does sex look like?
It's interesting.
You don't have to answer this. You can stop the interview at any time.
We kind of just got to do it the way lesbians would, in a sense, up until, we get the surgeries and stuff. But we make it work. I mean, yeah, it's all in a car, but, with the windows covered and stuff, nobody bothers us. And, we only let off that steam every once in a while, just to,
How often is once in a while?
A couple times a month.
You have sex a couple of times a month?
Yeah.
Would you have more often if you had a place to live?
Probably, not gonna lie. It's kind of hard being in a vehicle where you're just surrounded in blankets, so even if we want to, sometimes it's too hot. Like, the car feels like a sauna sometimes. And, you know, with the blankets underneath us, blankets covering the windows and stuff, it just gets too hot to do stuff like that sometimes.
So, when you say you do it like lesbians do it, you mean, I'm going to go out on a limb here, you mean you orally satisfy each other mouth to vagina?
Sometimes, yeah. We do it a multitude of ways, pretty much, you know, however we're feeling that day.
Is this something that is too personal for the interview? Should I back off?
I mean, my partner isn't very comfortable talking about stuff like that. Me, I don't know, I struggle to just have conversations that get personal. I'm not sure if it's a part of my autism or
Okay, well, it is very personal, and you're very young. You're a young girl. You're a young biological female. So, apologies for anything I've said the last couple minutes to make you feel uncomfortable. Let's take the interview and the conversation in a much more down to earth, low key, easy to talk about subject. How many miles is it to Colorado? Your big move to Colorado?
Ooh, I have the address in my phone. Let me pull it up.
And how many days? How long will it take you to get there?
So we are leaving the 5th. We are expected around the 8th or the 9th, depending. My partner is the only driver. I have had a license in the past. It got stolen from me at one point when my wallet was stolen. So we were only able to afford to get me a replacement ID. So I don't have a license anymore. I just have an ID. My partner has a license, so he is able to freely drive and stuff. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to, and it is 1,514 miles. In total, it says that it's only going to take, I think, a day and, why is it going from there?
So, do you plan on keeping in touch with the individual who sent you the money?
Yeah, as long as they're willing to still keep in touch, I'm willing to. They seem like a very friendly person, and I'm honestly glad that they reached out. I'm glad that I was able to talk to them more, and, you know, I hope that their situation works out as well.
Very interesting. Anything else would you like to add to the interview before we wrap it up?
Not really. I hope that everyone who sees this just pays it forward in a sense. Not even big things, you know, just help someone every now and then. You know, just try to put a smile on someone's face. Even if you can't share money or, you know, your story or something like that, just share a smile. Just, when you go into a store, don't just, you know, seem upset. If the worker says hi, just try to at least say hi back. You know, sometimes things like that, you might be the first person who's said hi all day.
And you can relate to that because you work in a Dollar General.
Oh yeah, sometimes I'll be like, hi, welcome in. They won't even look at me. Like, okay, you know, they might have not heard me sometimes, but sometimes it's just because people are in a bad mood and they don't want to put on a smile or anything like that. And even if I'm having a rough day at work, I'll look at them and I'll greet them with a smile. Hey, welcome in. Is there anything I can help you find today? I could be having the worst day ever. Some days I have. I've gone into work crying and I've left with a smile on my face because one of my regulars, you know, said something nice or, you know, made a little joke here or there.
Would you like to repeat your phone number at the end of this interview as we did the last time?
Sure.
And what is that?
My phone number is 575-937-9056.
Okay. And would you like to give an email address as well?
Sure. My email is matthewtlegrand@icloud.com. And that is MATTHEWTLEGRAND@icloud.com.
Okay. Do you anticipate to keep this phone number active that you gave?
Yes, this is the phone number I've had pretty much ever since I got a phone, and I'm planning on keeping it as long as I can.
All right. Well, I hope people continue to reach out to you. I wish you a very safe journey to your grandmother's house in Colorado.
I appreciate that.
And I hope you guys really prosper there. And I can't thank you enough for taking the time to do a follow-up interview, okay?
No problem.
All right,
Thank you.
thanks a lot.